Telling time to 1 minute, practice 31 to 0. Hello, my name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me for this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to practice how to tell time to the minute between 31 and 0. You will need a whiteboard or a piece of paper and something to write with. Let's get started. Let's begin by looking at this first clock. Let's tell the time on this clock together. We'll begin by looking at the hour hand. The hour hand, we can see, is between 6 and 7. Usually, when the minute hand is between the 6 and the 12, you're going to see the hour hand closer to the next number. Remember that when you see this hour hand between two numbers, it always goes to the one behind it. So here, we are looking at 6 as our hour. Now we're going to look at the minute hand. It may be difficult to see exactly where the minute hand is landing, and that's okay. It's okay when telling time to the minute to make a good estimate of the time. We know this minute hand is between the 8 and the 9. Let's count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That means that we know that the number has to be between 40 and 45. We can count the little lines, 41, 42, 43. So on this clock it says 6:43. But if you had a guess of 6:42, 6:43, or 6:44, all of those estimates would be correct. Let's try another one. What time does this clock show? I'd like you to write down your answer. This clock shows 2:33. This is the exact time. If you had 2:32, 2:33, or 2:34, those are all correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. This clock shows 7:44. If you had 7:43, 7:44, or 7:45, all of those estimates would be correct. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. It looks like it would be 5 o'clock, but it's still 4 o'clock because the minute hand is not up to the 12 yet. This clock says 4:54. If you had any estimate of 4:53, 4:54, or 4:55, all of those would be correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. This clock shows 3:49. If you put 3:48, 3:49, or 3:50, all of those would be correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. This clock is still at 12 for the hour because the minute hand has not reached the 12 yet. It's 12:58. If you put 12:57, 12:58, or 12:59, all of those would be correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. This clock shows 1:36. If you put 1:35, 1:36, or 1:37, all of those are correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. The hour is still 10, and the minutes are 41. If you have 10:40, 10:41, or 10:42, all of those are correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this clock show? Write your answer. This clock shows 8:51. It wouldn't be 9 o'clock yet because the minute hand is not at the 12. Any estimate of 8:50, 8:51, or 8:52 are correct estimates. Be sure to check your work. What time does this last clock show? Write your answer. This clock shows 9:38. If you have an answer of 9:37, 9:38, or 9:39, all of those are correct estimates. Well done. Be sure to check your work. In this lesson, we practice how to tell time to the minute between 31 and 0. Thank you for following along.